The year is 1987. You are an elite Special Forces soldier sent in to neutralize a threat that has appeared near. The sleepy coastal town of Fearwood. It seems like the perfect place to settle down, far from the hustle and bustle of city life. But beneath its picturesque facade lies a sinister secret. The town is shrouded in an eerie silence, broken only by the rustling leaves and the distant cry of a seagull. The streets are deserted and the houses are dark, giving the entire town a haunted, abandoned feel. You uncover a tale of fear and darkness that will chill you to the bone. Here you meet Sarah, a young woman who grew up in Fearwood. As the sun sets, you and Sarah head into the nearby woods where the witches are said to live. The forest is dark and dense. You manage to destroy the treasure, breaking the curse and freeing Fearwood from its grasp. As the sun rises over Fearwood, you stand at the edge of town, watching as the townsfolk begin to rebuild their lives. The curse may be broken, but the scars left by the witches will take time to heal. You've saved Fearwood, but the experience has changed you. You'll never forget the terror of facing the witches or the haunting mysteries of the town. This could be a great way to add an element of exploration and danger to the game. The forest could be filled with creepy crawlies and dangerous creatures, perhaps the ghosts of townsfolk who died during the witch trials or the witches themselves, haunting the place where they were banished. This could be a great way to add some funhouse mirror imagery to the game, as well as a sense of childlike innocence that's been corrupted. The carnival could be filled with creepy clowns and other distorted characters that reflect the darkness that's taken root in Fearwood. These ghosts could serve as a way to add some backstory to the game and increase the overall creepiness factor, as well as hiding places for the witches and cult members. And who knows what other secrets it might hold. You leave Fearwood behind. Which one would you like to see in the game and why? Let us know in the comments below. We've got plenty of videos on creating scary games and stories that will keep your players up at night. So what are you waiting for? If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. We'd also love to hear your feedback, so don't hesitate to leave a comment below. Thank you for watching, and happy gaming. Click the link in the description and join us today, making it difficult to navigate the town and increasing the sense of mystery and suspense. This could also serve as a trigger for some of the scariest events in the game, like when the fog bank lifts and reveals a gruesome sight, or when the witches use the fog to disguise themselves and sneak around, carrying with you the memories of a nightmare that almost consumed an innocent town. The witches, weakened without the power of their treasure, vanish into the shadows, defeated, return to Fearwood. But for those who've experienced the horrors of Fearwood firsthand, the nightmares never truly end. Greeted as a hero by the townsfolk who had been suffering under the witch's curse for so long, how about an abandoned asylum on the outskirts of town? Perhaps the townsfolk weren't entirely innocent and had their own dark secrets. Maybe they had formed a cult that worshipped something sinister and the witches were trying to stop them. This could add a lot of intrigue to the story and give the player more to explore. This could be a great way to add an extra layer of creepiness to the story. Maybe the witches used the asylum as a place to hide or perform their rituals. And maybe there are still some patients left inside, adding another terrifying element to the game. But despite the victory, you can't help but feel a sense of unease. You know that the witches could return, and the thought of facing them again is terrifying. And you can feel the presence of the witches watching you from the shadows. Just when you think you might be able to escape Fearwood and its haunting mysteries, the witches appear before you. They demand that you hand over the treasure, but you refuse. You and the witches engage in a fierce battle, and you must use all of your skills and courage to defeat them. She tells you about the curse and how it has affected her family for years. Sarah believes that the only way to break the curse is to find the witch's hidden treasure and destroy it. But the treasure is said to be guarded by the witches themselves, who have returned to Fearwood seeking revenge. Legend has it that Fearwood was once home to a coven of witches who practiced their dark arts in secret. They lived in harmony with the townsfolk until one fateful night when they were accused of using their powers for evil. In a fit of rage, the townsfolk turned on the witches, burning their homes and banishing them from Fearwood. But the witches didn't leave empty-handed. Before they vanished into the night, they placed a curse on the town, one that would haunt it for generations to come. And now, it seems like the curse is coming back to life. Your mission: find out what's going on and stop it before it's too late. That's all you know. What you don't know is that this small town harbors a dark secret, one that's been hidden for years under the watchful gaze of its seemingly harmless townsfolk. As the days pass and the fog rolls in, you begin to unravel the chilling truth behind Fearwood and the terrifying nightmare that awaits you. Welcome to Fearwood, a quaint little town nestled amidst rolling hills and whispering trees. It's here in Fearwood that your story begins. Your mission is simple: infiltrate the town and discover what's going on. But as you step into this unsettling town, the darkness seems to amplify the town's eerie silence. You hear strange noises coming from the abandoned houses, and the wind carries with it the scent of decay. You start to question your mission. Is it really worth risking your life to uncover the secrets of this forsaken town? Or is it best to leave Fearwood and its haunting mysteries undisturbed? You can't shake off the feeling that you're being watched. Every shadow seems to conceal something. Every whisper carries a hidden meaning. You find an old dusty book in the library detailing the town's history. According to the book, Fearwood was once a thriving community. But something happened. Something that caused the townsfolk to abandon their homes and flee. A natural disaster? A violent crime spree, or something more sinister? The weight of the unknown presses down on you, making it clear that Fearwood is not what it seems. As night falls, the atmosphere in Fearwood takes a sinister turn. You decide to push on, determined to uncover the truth no matter the cost. As you delve deeper into the town's history, you make your way to the town square where an old gallows stands as a grim reminder of Fearwood's dark past. You help Sarah gather supplies and weapons in preparation for the confrontation with the witches. Finally, just as the witches are about to overpower you, but for now, Fearwood is safe. As the years go by, the story of Fearwood becomes a legend, a tale whispered around campfires to scare young children. Now let's talk about some things that would make Fearwood even scarier. We could also introduce a cult into the mix. What about a dense, mysterious forest surrounding the town? Could also introduce a fog bank that rolls in every night. Could also add some ghostly apparitions that appear throughout the town. And finally, we could introduce a dilapidated carnival on the outskirts of town. These are just a few ideas that could make Fearwood a truly terrifying experience. So what do you think? And if you're looking for more ways to add creepiness to your games, then check out our channel. Thank you for watching.